done speaking, you press the button. princess. He never. What, once? And then when
What's up?
when you're done speaking, you press it a second.
started soon, okay? So just, we're finalizing a couple things and then we'll get started, okay?
All right, stand by everyone. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to our Guys Read High School Final Battle. My name is Bronwyn Slack. I'm the program coordinator for library media for Pinellas County Schools, and I want to welcome our teams and students and sponsors that are here for today's battle. I also want to recognize School Board Chair Laura Hine, who is in attendance with us today. We have a couple of things to go over before we start the battle. I know you're ready to go and you've been waiting patiently, so I will now announce Ellen Truskowski to come up, and she is our Director of the Office of Student Assignment.
Thank you and welcome. I'm just going to give a little bit of history of how we got here, how this all started, and then thank our sponsors as well. So I wanted to extend a welcome to you. Congratulations on making it to the finals. And I wanted to extend a thank you to our sponsors who helped make this event possible. The Pinellas Education Foundation started this work in 2013, where they were really looking at how do boys do in reading and literacy and what can we do to sponsor teachers and students. As part of that, in 2020, we started the Boys Read with elementary schools. A lot of that work happens because of our sponsors, so I do want to thank the people who helped make it possible. That is the Pinellas Education Foundation. We're lucky enough today to have representatives from the Suncoast Credit Union. We have Raquel Reyes and Jose Guevara with us, so thank you very much. And as well as Transamerica and Valley Bank. Their dedication and education to literacy has truly made an impact. So why you're here today? So this work began, like I said, in the year of 2020, and it was a creative way to spark a love of reading among boys by combining the thrill of competition with the joy of books. So by tapping into the excitement of friendly rivalry, this initiative challenges participants to showcase your reading and comprehension skills across a diverse selection of books. What started with a small competition of 10 schools has grown into something extraordinary. In 2022, they expanded the competition to all elementary schools, and last year, Student Experience's library media team launched the Guys Read, or as I've been hearing some of you call it, Men's Read. This year, the program is launching and going to new heights with the addition of Guys Read Middle School competition. And a huge thanks goes out to Bronwyn Slack and her team for their passion and vision in transforming this program into what it is today, an event that truly celebrates the power of reading. So participants, welcome. We're excited to see you showcase your skills, your creativity, and teamwork. This is your moment to shine. And we wish you the best as you immerse yourself in today's competition. To the parents, school sponsors, and everyone cheering on the sidelines, thank you for being a part of this day. Together, let's celebrate the magic of books and the joy they bring to our lives. Here's to making this event unforgettable. Good luck to all, and let the battle begin.
I just want to acknowledge that our superintendent, Mr. Kevin Hendrick, is also here in attendance with us. And I want to introduce our game host, who is Mr. Keith Masterides. He's our Chief Technology Officer for Pinellas County Schools, and he's going to be leading this battle today.
All right. Well, good morning. My name is Keith Masterides. Again, I'm the Chief Technology Officer for Pinellas County Schools. I'd like to welcome you to our Guys Read High School event. We're really excited about this battle, and before we begin, again, I'd like to thank our school board, Mr. Hendrick, Mrs. Laura Hine, our chair, Mrs. Kane, all the school board, our ELT. Also like to thank curriculum and instruction for making today possible. This is so important, this event. When you think about, there is a gap between our middle school and our boys, specifically between our boys at the middle school level and the girls and high school. And even in elementary school, it starts there. So it's important that we find ways to get our students engaged in reading. And the more you read, I know it's kind of cheesy, right? That's saying the more you read, the more you know. It's true. So what we want to see you guys do is continue and find that love for reading, enjoy reading, because it will move you on beyond where you are. I know that as a former high school principal, when I look at our data, many times I was at Cloder High School, I would push the kids that were struggling a little bit, find books that they were interested in to get them to read, to move them forward. If they're in AP classes, it's important that you find those extra books that are related to the curriculum. Reading is just important. It's so true. The more you read, the more you know. So again, let's move on and begin our event. Guys Read is a collaborative effort and is supported by the Office of Student Assignment, the Office of Student Experience, our high school education department, and the Pinellas Education Foundation. This program is tailored to provide engaging literacy experiences for guys in grades 6 through 8, and also in the high school to close the Gender Gap Initiative. Before we begin our battle, I'd like to say again, thank you and welcome to our sponsors. If you take a look at the board, you'll see who all of our sponsors are, and we really appreciate their support. I'd also like to thank the LMTs, the administrators, the teachers and staff, everybody that's here, the parents, grandparents, and guardians. Let's go ahead and recognize our parents, grandparents, and guardians for being here. Thank you very much. So we're here today to have some fun. We've worked hard, and there can only be one winner, but we want all of our teams to have fun today. For each question, I will read the question and answer choices before your team can select the answer. Once the timer starts, you will have 60 seconds to answer. Do not rush. Teams who take their time to answer correctly the first time get the most points. So what I'm saying is, don't just guess. Take your time, make sure you're putting in the right answer. There are 12 questions in today's battle. Each team will get the opportunity to defend the correct answer one time with textual evidence and the opportunity to earn bonus points. I will let each team know when they will be asked to defend with their textual evidence. I will model by providing textual evidence for the first 2 questions. When providing your textual evidence, please make sure to say the page number where the evidence is located, the specific direct quote from the text as the evidence of the correct answer. Usually this is only 1 or 2 sentences long. At the elementary level, they wanted to read the entire page, 1 or 2 sentences long. We got it? All right. So that's it. You will need to elaborate or explain why your evidence is correct. Make sure to pick the best evidence to support your answer. There's only one correct piece of evidence for each question. Remember to work together, take your time, and have fun. Now, who's ready to go? Are we ready to the battle? All right. Again, for the first 2 questions,
Set.
I will go ahead and read those.
Go.
All right, here we go. Based on what we read in Chapter 36 of the Super Teacher Project, from this report, they gave me the middle school questions. You have the high school questions on it? Say thank you. All of you are going, what was that book? Based on what we read on the first page of Chapter 22, Trials and Tribulations of Work with What You Got, we can conclude that seating racing came easily to Zion. Zion had to work hard to get a good seated racing. Zion's training thus far had prepared him for seating racing. Zion was an expert at seated racing based on the amount of experience he had. And you will have 60 seconds to select the correct answer. I can't see that. Seconds. right, time's up. So the answer is seated racing came easily to Zion. And if you were going for the extra points, the bonus points, you would say, page 213, after the first paragraph, 3 months, I told him. All right. So we're ready to go on to question 2. And as you can see, I cannot read. My eyesight isn't that great, so they're moving it so that it's closer to read them. That's what happens when you get older, ladies and gentlemen. Your eyes start to go. I also heard that we have got some wrestling teams here, so if we end up having to get a tiebreaker, we're going to go ahead and pull the mat out in between, and we'll just wrestle it out. All right, question 2. Here we go. And we could take a look at where we are so far. And I guess they're going to restart the game. On page 214 of Work with What You Got, Zion's memory of his coach reveals that Zion prefers to train alone, Zion is indifferent to his coach's advice, Zion is resistant to feedback, or Zion values his coach's guidance. Again, you will have 60 seconds for the 100 points. Go. Thirty-seven seconds. Twenty-seven seconds. All right. So the correct answer is Zion values his coach's guidance, number 4. And the way you would give the information to support it. Page 214, middle of the page. As Coach Donahue taught us, champions are made when no one is watching. And there were plenty of days that I went to the track and no one was watching. All right, so now that you've gotten an idea of the flow and how we're going to do it, let's go ahead and review the process again. For the first 2 questions, I read them aloud. You're going to read the question and answer choices, allow the team to answer, and then we're going to go ahead and provide that information. Are we good to go? Also want to take a moment and announce all of our teams. I understand we've got St. Pete High School here, the Buccaneers, the Reading Renegades from Tarpon Springs High School, the Plank Walkers from Boca Ciega High School, the Tornadoes from Clearwater High School, the Cougars from Countryside High School, Eastlake Guys Reed from Eastlake High School, Chapter Chariots from Lakewood High School, the Hurricanes from Palm Harbor University High School, the Rizzlers from Osceola Fundamental High School, and the Goats from Seminole High School. All right, here we go. So now we're going to move on to question number 3. You can see there how the teams are doing. In Chapter 3 of Work with What You Got, on page 223 to 225, which phrase best describes Zion's intention for discussing the impact on his book based upon the text? To criticize the foster care system, to encourage policy changes, to promote his personal achievements, or to highlight the challenges faced by foster children. You have 60 seconds. Go. Thirty-seven seconds. Twelve seconds. All right. So the correct answer is to highlight the challenges faced by foster children. Number 4. So now, to get the extra bonus points, the 25 points, you need to provide your textual evidence. We're going to be going in order. The first team is St. Pete High School. So you will go ahead and give me the book page and your textual information.
Page 223. I did so in part to bring attention to that failure in Ohio and across the country. The media, I thought, had not done enough so that when foster kids spoke out about the system, they were often ignored.
Question 3, correct. Page 223, middle of the page. Great job. You could have also read the media, I thought, had not done enough so that when the foster kids spoke out about the system, they were often ignored. All right, are we ready? And there we are with our standings. Question 4. On page 227 of Work with What You Got, which of the following phrases best captures Zion's feelings towards Granny based on the text? He is indifferent to Granny's opinions. He resents Granny's influence on his life. He feels disconnected from Granny. He cherishes the wisdom Granny imparted. You have 60 seconds. Go. And we've got all of them answered. The correct answer is 4. He cherishes the wisdom Granny imparted. Okay, so now we're moving on to the Reading Renegades, Tarpon Springs High School. This is your opportunity to get 25 bonus points. Go ahead and provide your textual evidence.
Page 227, at the top of the page, the most important people in my life remain so.
That is correct. Page 227. You could also say, I once asked what kept her going all these years, and she said. Question number 5. And let's take a look at the standings. Here we go. Based on what was read on page 209 and 210, a storm too soon, which phrase best described the impact of the rescue had on JP's life? It highlights his continued fear of the seas. It emphasizes his unchanged adventurous spirit. It focuses on his regret for the journey. It illustrates his newfound appreciation for life. 60 seconds on the clock. Go. Are you okay with me just getting it if they get the page right? Okay, if they're getting the page. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, if they get the page right. Is you okay with that? Okay, I just want to check that afterwards. You okay with that? Rather than get the points. Okay, you good with that? Honestly? Wow, we're getting to the wire on this one. 4, there we go. We got it. And the correct answer is, it illustrates his newfound appreciation for life. We are now going to the plank walkers from Boca Ciega High School. Please provide your textual evidence and the page.
In the page 209, at the bottom part of the first paragraph, it says, finally, 2 years after the accident, he decided to try counseling. JP describes the next month as followed. And he gives, in his own words, his experience.
Close, but incorrect. Page 210 at the top, encountering death for the second time, staring you in the eye, to be reconciled, that is your time to go. He made me appreciate the little moments in life. And we'll take a look at the standings. And moving on to the next question. Question number 6. All right. Buccaneers are still in the lead, followed by the Reading Renegades. I'm not pushing any buttons. I'm the guy that's facilitating the buttons. And it looks like it might have froze. So while we have this momentary freeze, I'd like to thank you all for being here and reading and continuing to understand the importance of reading. And I think I've already said that, but that's okay. The more times we hear it, the better we understand it. I think we're going to have to go into the wrestling in just a second. All right. Okay. They're having to restart the game, but no worries. We have a screenshot of the data and where you are, so we'll be able to continue moving forward with that data. It may not show exactly where you are on the screen, but we're good. Oh.
We want them to go in order so that they're in the same order. Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll need to enter the code in order. I'll go tell each.
Okay, so you need to enter the code in order so that we can reset the systems. By team 1, team 2, yep, you have to do that.
So we took the screenshot of the points. We're going to give them the answers for the first 6, right? That was the first 6. And then we will start, we're going to add the
Okay.
because
Well, I
they're going to
told
get 100% up to that point, and then we'll add the
Okay.
2 scores together. And
Okay.
that will get our win.
All right. I think it's good enough to just simply say that we've captured the screenshot. We'll just
Ready, set, go.
Yep.
Where's your with the questions on it, the answer sheet? So we have to tell them the answer. So here, if you go here, you're going to tell all the schools to choose
Okay.
seated racing came easily designed.
All right, so we've got the points properly. We're going to go ahead and go through each question again. You need to, for question 1, seated racing came easily to Zion. Go ahead and click that one.
Number 1.
So pick number 1.
We're going to start with
Yep, we're going to. Are we ready for question 2?
hasn't started yet.
All right. There we go. So question 1 is number 1. Seated racing came easily to Zion. There you go. Question 2. Zion values his coach's guidance. Once it comes up, Once it comes up, Zion values his coach's guidance. Zion values his coach's guidance, which is number 2. All right. Y'all are brilliant. Here we go. Question 3. Look at that. Y'all are amazing.
We're definitely going to need a wrestling match.
We might need to do that wrestling match, yes. Question 3. The answer is to highlight the challenges faced by foster children, which is number 4. Y'all knew that anyways, I'm sure. There we go. Question 4. He cherishes the wisdom Granny imparted, which is number 1. Look how fast y'all are. Number 1. All right. There we go. Question 5. It illustrates his newfound appreciation for life, which is number 2. Number 5 is 2.
All right, so now for number 6, we're moving to the round robin.
Yep. So now for number 6, we are back to round robin. And here we go. The question is, on pages 209 to 11, a storm too soon. Which phrase best describes JP and Rudy's outlook on life? They are different, they are opposite, they are identical, they are similar. You have 60 seconds, go. "38 seconds. Looks like we're not answering as quickly as you did on the last 6 a moment ago. I wonder what happened. It's great to see the dialogue, though, between teams. "17 seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, and dun dun. All right. The correct answer is they are opposite. So Clearwater High School, you're up. So you need to provide your textual evidence to question number 6.
Right.
You want to pass?
Yeah, let's pass.
Yeah, well, I think we're good.
No. Okay.
Wait, hold on, were we supposed to go forward?
Clearwater High School's next. Boca Ciega High School went, right? So it's Clearwater High School, that's correct.
You know what? Oh, okay. Is this on? All right.
It's been on, sir.
Sorry about that.
All right. Do you have an answer?
Yes, we do, actually.
All right, I'm ready.
From pages 209 to 2010, it shows how JD has a more appreciation for life and decides to spend it back at home and has his precious moments. Well, Rudy decides to spend his time working with the Coast Guard and helping out his efforts.
That's great, but so can you read to me exactly the statement that you're utilizing for that? On which page?
Page 210, JD says, encountering death for a second time, staring you in the eye to be recoiled, that is your time to go, has made me appreciate the little moments in life. Meanwhile, Rudy, however, also on the same page, Rudy says, Rudy, however, wasn't going to sit idly through his retirement before the ill-fated trip on the Seymour second, nor has he become a couch potato after it. He continued to travel and try new adventures, and perhaps one day he will complete the Trans-Atlantic crossing.
That is correct. All right, moving on to question 7. Let's take a look at the standings. All right, Eastlake is in the lead. But again, don't forget the bonus points need to be added in. How did Rudy mostly feel about sailing again after he received counseling for post-traumatic stress disorder, based upon what he read on pages 211-12 of the epilogue, A Storm Too Soon? Rudy felt emotionally detached from sailing. Rudy was apprehensive about sailing again. Rudy felt an enduring aspiration to sail again. Rudy wanted to avoid the Atlantic altogether. 60 seconds on the clock, go. "42 seconds. We have a couple teams left. "30 seconds. No pressure. And the correct answer is, Rudy felt an enduring aspiration to sail again, number 3. So we're now going to the Cougars. Countryside, go ahead and provide the page and your textual evidence.
So on page 211, the sentence, "My desire to sail across the Atlantic," is still there.
That is correct. And the fastest response so far. Go Cougars. All right. Unless we count the first 6. Moving along. Here we go. And Eastlake Guys Reed is currently in the lead. Based on what we read in the epilogue, A Storm Too Soon, on pages 212, 213, which phrase best describes why Nevada Smith commissioned Star of Courage? Was it to honor his friend Drew for receiving the Star of Courage? Rudy's visit to see the USCG award ceremony? A painting of a rescue had been on his bucket list for a long time? Or to pay tribute to the courage shown during the SAR case? 60 seconds on the clock. Go. "39 seconds. All right, I see some excitement there, some of the teams. Couple teams left, 2 teams left to answer. Now we're down to 2. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, and we've got them all. The correct answer is to pay tribute to the courage shown during the SAR case. Number 4. It is now Eastlake Guys Reed opportunity to earn those 25 points. So please provide the page and textual evidence.
At the end of page 212 and the beginning of 213, it says the picture depicts Drew surrounded by monstrous waves as Rudy is hoisted onto the helicopter, showing their courage in like this dangerous situation.
That is correct. All right, let's take a look at the points where we are. All right. Question 9. Based on the events of the pages 130 to 143 of Dune, the graphic novel, which phrase best describes Huey and the Baron's actions against each other? They are opposite, they are different, they are identical, and they are similar. And that's Huey, by the way, if you've read the books. Huey and the Baron's actions against each other. 60 seconds on the clock. Go. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. The correct answer is they are identical. So here we go. This goes to the Chapter Chariots, Lakewood High School. Please provide the page and the textual evidence.
Respectfully, we'd like to pass this one.
That is incorrect. Page 132, bottom of the page, and the Baron, he will encounter a small tooth, or page 136, top of the page. So join her. All right. Moving on to question number 10. Well, let's see how we're doing with the ranks. And they've already moved on to the ranks to question 10. What does Paul's inner dialogue on page 151 of Dune, the graphic novel, reveal about his feelings? He feels completely confident. He feels indifferent. He feels revengeful. He feels overwhelmed. 60 seconds on the clock. Go. Thirty-five seconds. Looks like we've got one team left to answer. No pressure. And the correct answer is 4. He feels overwhelmed. Palm Harbor University High School Hurricanes, it's your opportunity to provide textual evidence and the page number for 25 points.
Okay. On page 151, I love my father. I should mourn him. I should feel something. I'll mourn him later when there's time.
That is correct.
Give me that.
All right.
Click it.
And let's take a look at the standings. All right. Question number 11. 2 left. 2 left. At the bottom of page 155 in Dune, the graphic novel, which phrase best describes Jessica's reaction to Paul? She is scared and anxious. She feels angry with Leto. She feels betrayed by her own emotions. She feels angry with Paul. 60 seconds, go. About 24 seconds left, and we've got four teams still at 3 teams left to answer. 16 seconds on the clock. 13. We have 2 left, and looks like everybody's answered. Correct answer is 3. She feels betrayed by her own emotions. Okay, Osceola Fundamental High School, the Rizzlers. This is your opportunity to provide textual evidence and the page number for 25 points. No pressure.
On page 155, Jessica says, useless waste of water, and then she says, Leto, my Leto.
You got it. Correct. All right. So a little excitement there from those Rizzlers. All right. And there's our standings so far. And the last question, unless we have a tie, and we know what we're going to do with the tie. All right. On page 156 to 161 of Dune, the graphic novel, Paul's abilities manifest as clairvoyance, telepathy, precognition, or all of these are correct. 60 seconds on the clock. Go. "39 seconds. Quite a few teams that haven't responded yet. No pressure. We're going. "15 seconds. We've got 3 teams that haven't responded yet. 2 teams that haven't responded yet. And the correct answer is all of these are correct. So, Seminole High School, let's see if you live up to your name, the Goats. Please provide the textual evidence and the page number for the 25 bonus points.
The spice changes anyone who gets this much of it, but thanks to you, I could bring the change to consciousness. I can see it.
On page 158.
On page 158.
Sorry, that's incorrect.
Say 161 right here.
If you had given only one evidence is required to prove one of the correct answers on page 156, precognition, 159 in the middle of the page, to be sure to accept what I say, or page 161, you're thinking, I'm the Kizak Haderach. You would have received those 25 points. And as we tally up the points, we will have determined who our first, second, and third are. So let's give us a moment, unless we have a tie. Do we have a tie? We're calculating, so give us a moment. Yep. To determine the winner, when we had that little glitch with the system, so it may take a little longer. There's an algebraic equation they have to use, followed by reciting it several times, reviewing the internet, utilizing Copilot. Once we do all those things, we should have an answer. So just give us a moment. But we do want to take a moment and say congratulations and thank you again for all of you competing today. This has been a lot of fun. It's great to see you here. It's great to see that you're reading. So please spread the word at your schools so that more schools can be involved next year. I'd also like to again thank the families for being here and our teachers and staff, ELT members, of course, and our school board chair. She understands the importance of reading, and we really appreciate the support. I understand we do not have the medals here, but we do have the main awards. The medals are stuck in the snowstorm up there in Kansas. So as soon as that breaks, we'll be able to get them down and we'll get them to your schools. And let's see if we have a tally. No pressure. You have 60 seconds on the board to give us an answer. Did I thank you all for coming again? Did I do that? Just checking. Okay, good. All right. All right. Thank you all for being here today. It's greatly appreciated. All right. Yes, ma'am. Oh, let's do that. So, who would like to share their favorite book and why? But you won't get any extra bonus points. All right, we'll start with Cloder High because the hand came up first. Could you say your name first and then tell us? Why?
Tells a very true and endearing story about like three guys who are stuck in the middle. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that was on.
It's all good.
All right, all right. It's basically, so of course, as always, my name is Zach Zapola. My favorite book is Storm Too Soon, and it's because it's a true, remarkable survival story that basically shows perseverance through troubling times.
All right.
It's really fun.
Excellent.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone else? Anyone? Anyone? All right, let's go back there. If you could say the name of your team, Osceola, and who you are and your favorite book.
My name is Ross Benninghouse. We're with Osceola, the Rizzlers. And then my favorite book is Chop Wood, Carry Water.
Why is that your favorite book, sir?
It's a very inspirational book, and just by reading it, you can learn many valuable life lessons.
All right. I saw St. Pete's High, and they raised their hand. Go ahead and tell us what your favorite book is and why, and who you are. Cool. Use of metaphors. Yes. All right. Who raised their hand? Boca Ciega, the Boca Ciega High School. Go ahead and share. They're all looking at me like we didn't, but go ahead anyways.
My name is Jonathan Kelly with Boca Ciega, and I thought we were choosing out of the 3 books. So I'm going to say Work With What You Got because it's about a wrestler, and I wrestle, so I can relate to it.
So we're going to give them a question, and they just answer. That's it. Yep, got it. Yep, okay.
So don't announce the
No.
Say we have a tie for second and third place.
Yep. For second and third, right? So we do have a tiebreaker here for second and third. We're not going to wrestle like we talked about, but we are going to give you one more question, and it's the Buccaneers from St. Pete High School and the, correct? Yep. Boca Ciega High School, the Plank Walkers. So you will have one additional question. We're going to give you 60 seconds. I'll read the question, and then you'll answer it. You won't have to give any textual evidence. You're just simply answering it. So here we go. We're going to put the question on the board, and we're going to give you a magic code so that you can enter. And if that doesn't work, then we'll go to the wrestle off. Not today. Use game code VWWPO. VWWPO. And it looks like both teams are in, so we'll be able to play the game. Here is your question. Ready, set, go. At the beginning of the epilogue of Work With What You Got, which statement best describes Zion's update on Granny based upon the text? Granny is in poor health and can't do the things she used to enjoy. Granny is demoralized by the she has experienced, by the generations she experienced. Granny is unsure of her faith. Granny is well respected in her community. 57 seconds left. Clock is ticking. No pressure for the two teams. Oh, we've got one answer. We may have to go to another answer if both get it correct. Another question. $40 seconds, no pressure. $20 seconds. All right. And the answer is Granny is well respected in her community. And it looks like the Buccaneers have won. Correct? It's a tie. So we had the bonus points in there. So we're going to continue because it's a tie. No? Nope, they're not going to let you another chance. Let's see what they're going to do. I'd give them another chance, but you're in charge.
Boca Ciega
Mhm.
is in third.
Okay.
The Buccaneers are in second.
Okay.
You can announce your first place winner, which is East Lake.
All righty. So, this is third.
Boca's third, St. Pete's second, East Lake's first.
Got it. Wait. Durham. Second. It's first. All right. The Boca Ciega. Well, you know what? First, let's get our sponsors and our chair to come up because we're going to bring the teams up as we announce them. And we're going to take a group picture. All right, so we're going to bring the third place team up right now. The Boca Ciega High School. So if you all come up so we can take the picture. Come on up. Let's congratulate them. And the sponsors, are they here? Yep, let's get the teacher, the sponsor. Yes, absolutely. All right, there they are. And I'm going to get out the way. All right. Smile for the picture. All right, congratulations, you all. Great job. In second place, St. Pete High School, come on up, the Buccaneers. And let's get their teacher sponsors to come up with them as well so we can take a picture. Uh-oh. All seniors, all right. We should have wrestled? I heard that. And in first place, East Lake Guys Reed. Come on up, East Lake High School. Let's bring the sponsors up so we can recognize them as well. And their teachers. Congratulations. The dynamic duo beat everybody. All right. All right. Congratulations again to all the teams for competing today in this final battle. Let's give all of our teams a round of applause. Well deserved. Thank you again to our schools, families, and sponsors for today's battle. This concludes our Guys Reed High School battle. Remember to read strong. On your way out, make sure you get your bags and your books. We've got copies of those for you, and there's some treats out there as well. Thank you again. Congratulations. Great event.